Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Richie Unicorn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are back with the news since Wizard101 and Pirate101 and pretty much all of their social media channels have been really silent. So I think it's just up to me and everybody else to kind of get in there and give us the news. Hey, I got this random guy in the background. What's up? Wanted to give a few shout outs though. I saw a lot of you guys in Selenopolis and everybody said hi in the comments. So just wanted to give a few shout outs to y'all. Shout out to Elias Prism. That's actually a pretty nice name. Of the Ruby Dragons Guild. I guess he's going to be doing the video with me. But anyway, here are the shoutouts. Cody Shadowheart, Gabriel Dreamfinder, Scarlet, Samuel Holly, Cody Swiftcaster, Kane, Marissa Dragon, Stephen with a P, and Ninja Bat, Gorilla, Molly Silvercloud, Taylor, Edward Moonbreath, Robert Thunderwraith, Alyssa Love, and my best buddy Miguel. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Right now we are in one of the crowded rounds, I think like Bartleby or Centaur or whatever it is, I don't know. But yeah, we have a lot of news to cover because there's actually been a lot of stuff that you don't typically see with Wizard101, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff right now. Oh, it looks like I've been made. Hey, Meow, I'm seeing one of his videos right now, LOL. Well, you guys are all going to be in the video. Shout out to Scarlet Bane, I believe. But yeah, we actually have, that's actually a really nice name. By the way, you guys have a lot of really cool, like, Wizard101 names. We have a lot of news to cover with everybody, alright? The community is under fire. If you wanted a kind of a bit of a recap of everything that's happening, I found this funny meme that popped up on my Twitter page. Basically, it shows you the KI walking into, like, fire, and Spark is trying to extinguish the fire. Wizard101 fans are in the background. You got Atmoplex, Pirate101 fans, and Hercules. That's all going for a very long time, or whatever is going on. If you want a quick recap about everything that's been happening lately with that, Alyssa Love actually made a pretty awesome video, so make sure to check her video out, because that will basically show you everything that has been going on lately. And we already talked about that AI generated response. The one thing I have a problem with the whole AI generated response is that, you know, it makes it feel disingenuous in a sense. So, you know, I kind of wish they actually had a real human to do that, but instead, you know, I don't know. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyway, game randomly booted me out, which has actually been a problem for a few people. I'm getting error 123 for the first time, despite having played it on the same PC for almost 2 years, same network, no problem. I got kicked out of a dungeon by the game, and an error message said I had to quit Wizard101. And in the corner of the screen, I saw World Data Novus at 0%. But I had literally already been questing in Novus for weeks on and off, and that made no sense to me. Now the launcher is stuck at this, and even when I delete the program files and reinstall, reopen the launcher, restart my modem, restart my PC, nothing. The only saving grace I have is that I have to reinstall and play as Wizard101 as a different area. But the second I quit the game and reboot it, I got the same issue. I emailed KingsIsle, but you know, I seriously have zero idea what I'm gonna do to fix it. I reset my proxy settings, followed every tip and advice I could regarding this online for Wizard101. Everything is fine, and I'm in working order. I'm so confused. So yeah, a lot of people have reported this issue, including in my Discord server. A lot of people are saying that it kind of fixes itself in a sense. By the way, shout out to Ronan Shadowflame. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I think we've seen this type of issue before whenever it comes to like certain patch files not loading in or corrupted files. The only thing I could recommend for you guys is to just make sure you check your firewall settings and stuff like that, and just try and delete the game, you know, uninstall it, and then try and reinstall it, and hopefully you get a fresh batch of like file downloads for you guys to do. But yeah, I don't really know what else. I'm not a tech guru. I wish I was. But hopefully this is something that just resolves itself over time, and hopefully it doesn't become too much of a completely widespread issue. But we'll see what happens later today. And then over here, we got the new Airwolf Ghost Pet. Now, this pet we talked about this pet briefly. We didn't really think much about it. Apparently, there is actually pretty something interesting about this pet. It's actually marked exclusive. And if you guys don't know, exclusive pets are basically mean that you can't really hatch with other people for the body of the pet. You basically can't really lend the pet in a sense. You can only hatch with it for the talents if you wanted talents, but you can't really get the body of the pet through hatching. You can only get it through the crown shop, and we've seen this lately before, and it gets kind of annoying when every new released pet starts to become exclusive. And honestly, I mean, it's a cool pet and all, but I don't really see a need to really like make it exclusive, you know? I hope this isn't becoming like a normal thing where everything starts to become exclusive, you know? I really hope that doesn't happen. By the way, shout out to Elias Prism, if I didn't already give a shout out to them. But yeah, I hope that's not anything too crazy. And then I actually found this comment below that was concerning me because I didn't know what this dude was angry about. He says a bunch of, inappropriate language I'm not going to say. I'm sure you guys can read. But something apparently wrong with Steam. And I asked him, well, what's going on with the Steam version? And he says that these people managed to mess up properly providing the update to Valve. So if you're an EU player who wants to play on the NA servers through Steam, you are screwed. So I don't really know what's going on with there, and I'm not an EU player or a Steam player in general. I've always played on the main website version of everything, like the main client. So I don't know what's going on with that, but hopefully something like that gets resolved as well. And we also got to talk about EU players, because I was actually not even watching, I was playing with EU players yesterday. We were farming through Selenopolis, which was really fun. And this is pretty crazy. You know, we talked about the EU update that gave them like a big update, gave them the Wallaroo dungeon, they gave them a few raids and all of this stuff. But remember that they are a little bit behind when it comes to updates. So they don't actually have Selenopolis right now. And this is coming from the official Wizard101 Europe Twitter page, and they still have the October 1st Halloween, spectacular Halloween celebration as their pinned comment. Right now, it's November 16th. This is over. So I don't know what's going on with their social media team, but this whole thing is over. And ever since then, they haven't really posted much lately. November 13th, you got, this mount, which we've already had in the NA servers. And of course, you got this maintenance, which also only applied to NA. It takes EU, it takes Europe some time to get these updates. Lately, they have been slightly caught up, but, a lot of Europe players kind of feel abandoned in a sense, and it's always been that way for a very long time. So honestly, I really do hope that one day in 2077 or in the near distant future, when we have the technology to do so, to just merge the servers together into one big global server. Like I said, maybe in the near future, not right now, because lately Wizard101 and Pirate101, it feels like they're kind of still stuck with 2008 technology, and we're just not there yet for the technology. Or bare minimum, just try to keep Wizard101 Europe on pace with all the other NA updates, right? Because it really does suck to see that they don't get Selenopolis right away. They have to wait a couple months or even a bare minimum of a year probably just to, get the update. I don't think it will take a year. I think it will probably just take a few months later. But, hopefully they do get the update eventually. And now, last but not least, let's talk about the Portal of Peril event. Which, if you guys don't know, the Portal of Peril event was a really nice event to get a bunch of rewards, including Spellments, Dream Water, and 20 tokens, all that fun stuff. To getting those portal coins and stuff like that. And obviously, every time they launch that event, it has always been glitchy. They just never managed to actually fix anything with it, right? Let me swallow for a bit. Now, the last time we have seen the Portal of Peril event was on September 24th. And that was when it pretty much broke the entirety of the game. The combat timer was not working. You couldn't even do combat in general. And of course, level scaling was still bugged. Everything about Portal of Peril had been the portal of problems. And ever since then, they have just pulled it off of their calendar. And they said that they will not release it until they actually find a fix for it. And ever since then, you know, starting now November 16th, well, here we are. Now we don't know when it is ever going to come back. This is the November calendar right now that goes all the way through December 30th, right? And that's basically going to segue us to 2025. So I'm hoping that in 2025, a shout out to William Wormdrain. I like that name. You guys have really good names. So hopefully in the future, in 2025, we can get the Portal Apparel event because, you know, ever since September, we haven't had it lately. And it sucks. It really does suck. It was a really great way to get some nice little spellments. But until then, that's pretty much all of the issues that I can think of currently for Wizard101. Don't even get me started on Pirate101. I think Pirate101 is kind of self-explanatory in a sense with the latest chaos that has been going on. But yeah, hopefully everything just, I guess, somewhat goes back to normal. It just seems like there's a lot of things happening. I also don't know about the whole pet exploit thing with the whole raid pet. We never really gotten any more information about that situation. I would imagine that they would most likely just remove the pet from people's characters or inventories if it was accidentally hatched, if, you know, nobody noticed. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't cause too much of a concern because we kind of talked about that. We brushed past it. We didn't really think much of it. But, you know, hopefully just in the future and in general, there's a lot of things that gotta get worked on. Like, I mean a lot. Like, there really does have to be like a whole restructure or something like that. And not even talking about whatever's happening at the office. I don't care what's happening in the office, but mainly in the game, it just feels like every single update, regardless of how good it is always and nonstop, is always going to cause issues for a certain amount of players. So hopefully in the future we'll see what happens. Thanks for everybody joining me out here in Ravenwood. I really like putting on this green badge now. I feel a lot more confident wearing it because, of course, I'm not in the extra credit program. I left that like years ago, and now everybody else has been either leaving it or they won't be doing content related to extra credit program because of the recent controversy that has been happening. But I was like, you know what? Might as well wear it. You know, I was actually trying to equip the energy reaver badge that you get for weaving into like storm magic as a life wizard. But sadly, I am stuck with this green badge. And you know what? I'm starting to kind of like it. Everybody's always wondering, like, oh, Richard, you got a green badge. Like, what's that? Like, how do you get a green badge? And it's actually kind of fun. So, yeah, I've been having fun saying hi to people, helping people out, and team ups. It's been really nice. So, yeah, I will see you guys later. I'm going to go celebrate some birthday. And, yeah, I'll see you guys later.